Welcome to Friesens Yearbooks. My name is Pamela Hebert. I'm the Corporate Marketing Manager. One of the things we enjoy most is taking our customers for tours through our facilities. But unfortunately, you're there and we're here, so we're bringing the tour to you. You're about to visit one of the most technically advanced printing facilities in North America, based right here in Altona, Manitoba, Canada. We think the Friesens story is a special one for several reasons. First is where we're located. Altona boasts a roaring population of 4,200 citizens. Friesens Corporation employs about 500 staff, so you can do that math and see that nearly 1 out of every 8 people in Altona works for Friesens. Not many small towns this size have a world-class, award-winning print manufacturer based in their backyard. Our small-town personality is a key part of what makes Friesens unique. Second, our company is owned by its employees. Everyone you see working in the plant today is a part owner of Friesens Corporation. As employee owners, we take great pride in our business. Our company produces high-quality print products for many types of markets, some of which are trade books, educational books, children's books, cookbooks, photography and art books, and yearbooks, just to name a few. We've been around a while, since 1907 to be exact. That was before the invention of television, bubblegum, and even Band-Aids. One of the things that our founder was quoted as saying was, "We'll be successful only if our customers are successful." And we couldn't agree more. So that's enough about us. It's time to start the tour. I'll hand you over to Nathan to walk you through.
We're excited to show you around. Let's start with the front office. This is where our project specialists and other administrative staff work. It's the hub of customer communication and where your yearbook starts its journey to become a physical product. Your dedicated project specialist is the first person to work on your yearbook and your guide through the whole process. They will review your information and files and ensure we have everything we need before your book goes into production. When everything is ready, they send your material on to our pre-press department so we can start preparing your files for printing. Pre-press planners are the first to review your job before production. They take your order and convert your request into instructions for pre-press and production staff to print your yearbook. There are a lot of different workstations in pre-press. We have staff that check the files, people that check portraits, and technicians that can perform color corrections on your photos. We also have artists that assist customers in getting their cover design just right. They will help design a custom cover from scratch or just tweak your ready-to-print file so they will print successfully and create a beautiful yearbook. Once your files have been proofread and approved, they are ready for plating. If we print your yearbook on the offset press, we have to make plates first. The page files are sent to the plate setter to be created. The plates are loaded into the machine. A laser images the plates. It goes through the wash, which cleans away any of the areas that haven't been lasered with an image. The plate then gets punched. The punch tools will be used later to mount the plates onto the printing press. The operator then hangs the plates on a rolling rack and we send them out to the press. Here we are at the offset press, and the plates we just made need to get mounted onto each one of these towers. For a full color book, we print in CMYK, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Each tower prints a specific color on one side of the sheet. This works similar to your printer at home in that we feed paper in at one end, but this press uses suction to feed one sheet at a time. Each individual color is printed one at a time. We start from darkest colors to the lightest, so black is first, then cyan, magenta, and yellow are applied. The press operator checks the pages and calibrates the ink. If the sheets need more cyan, magenta, yellow, or black, they can adjust those so the color matches what you are expecting on your printed pages. For smaller quantities, we can also print digitally, meaning we can go right from your digital file to a digital press. The digital press feeds from a roll versus the offset presses that are fed from sheets. The main advantage is speed. We can skip the step of cutting the paper, so there is less preparation required. The other part that's unique is there is only one plate per side on the digital press rather than 4. When it's finished printing, it's output onto a roll again. Because we print roll to roll, we are able to move the roll right to our finishing system. This starts with cutting the paper, which trims it into individual sheets so those sheets can be gathered, folded, and sewn all in one machine. The finished book block is ready for the cover all in one step. The digital press prints in 4 pages. It grabs 4 pages at a time and collates them into 16-page bundles. Each one of those 16-page bundles are joined together to create the book block. You can see how quickly you can go from a printed sheet all the way to a sewn book block on the digital press. When printing offset, we have to do 3 steps to go from a printed sheet to a book block. This is the reason why it takes a little longer. First, we have to fold the printed sheets on a folder machine to get our section ready. From there, we have to take the pages to a collator, which allows us to put the folded sections in the correct order. Then we have to take them to the sewing machine and it sews one section to the next to create a sewn book block. This is where we make all our covers. The cover feature options you choose for your book will determine the order in which we build the cover. The most common first step is to laminate your cover. The laminators here can apply a simple film lamination in either matte or gloss finish to your yearbook. To apply foil stamping to your cover, the cover sheets are loaded in one end. A die will be created to match your artwork. Foil from a roll is pulled over the sheet and then the die squeezes down onto your cover using heat and pressure to foil stamp the cover. Once your cover is ready, we glue the printed cover sheets to the cover board to create a case or cover. The sheet and board are loaded at one end. The cover sheet is glued to the cut board and wrapped around the edges. If you choose embossing, your cover will be stamped similar to a press so that the impression is embossed or debossed into the material. It applies extreme pressure and heat to embed a design into the cover board. The book line is where we take all the parts of the book we have created, cover, end sheets, and book block, and put them together to create a finished book. The sewn book blocks from the digital press or the offset press get loaded at the beginning of the book line. The first step is to compress the book block so it's good and tight and we can have a tight binding on your book. The next step is to attach the end sheets to the book block. And then it's time for back gluing. On the book block there are tiny little holes from when it was sewn that run along the spine. We need to fill those holes with glue. The book then runs through the heater and drying line to allow the glue to cure and allow a little extra time to dry. The book is now back glued and ready to go, but it doesn't actually open yet. At this stage, there is a 3-knife trimmer which trims the book so that now we have a finished book block that is able to open. We can now add the cover to the prepared book block. The first step is to glue on a small strip of mull cloth, then head and tail bands. Now we're ready to put the cases on. The cases are loaded into the machine and are glued onto the book block. Your case is now on your book, ready to go. The book is pretty much finished, just a few little steps to go. One of those is putting in the gutter. This is the little groove that runs along the edge of the book in order for the cover to open. If you have a dust jacket on your yearbook, that gets folded onto your yearbook at this point, and the books head right into the stacking machine, which stacks them into boxes and labels them so they can be shipped right to your school. Something you will notice here at Friesens is we have big silver tubes running along the roof, and you won't see any paper waste lying around. That's because the paper waste or paper trimmings get sucked up into these large tubes and brought over here to our baler room, where they're formed into massive bales of paper. We fill up a truckload every week and a half, which we send back to the mill so they can turn it into recycled paper. The second is the misters on the ceiling. Not only do we keep our press room humidity controlled, we keep our binder humidity controlled, which is very unique. This helps our paper stay at its optimum moisture level for printing and binding.
Thanks, Nathan, for taking us through that. And thank you for your interest in what we do here at Friesens. We help others share their best story with the world. We're very proud of the work we do and our company. And if you're a Friesens customer, thank you for trusting us with your projects. If you aren't, what are you waiting for? Our employee owners would love to build a quality yearbook for you.